Rocket League is one of the biggest games in esports. It features rocket-powered battle cars playing soccer in an enclosed arena, and it is so much fun to watch. I'm Ralph Hogaboom. Tonight we have Rocket League for you. Tonight we have 4 teams over what looks like to be about 6, maybe 7 matches if we get a reset bracket in the end. I am so looking forward to tonight. Thank you so much for joining me. This is Thursday Night Gaming with GHC Esports. We do this every Thursday at 6 p.m. And just like every Thursday, I'm joined by Marcy Alstrom, our recruitment manager. Marcy, how's it going tonight?
I'm doing well, thanks. How are you tonight, Ralph?
I'm doing really well, thank you. The sun came out. Like, how nice is that?
It's fabulous. You know, it was a little drizzly this morning where I'm at, but by the afternoon, it cleared up and was nice to go out and feel the sunshine on my face for a few minutes this afternoon. It was great.
Yeah, definitely. I love to go out and feel a little sunshine before I scuttle back inside and start playing video games again. Like, I mean, just to be honest, that's how I roll. So we've got a great game tonight. We have 4 teams, and I think on almost every team is either a GHC student or somebody who's at least a local community member, and I'm super excited about that. I don't know if you remember last time we did Rocket League, we had big showings from Peninsula College and Centralia College. And I mean, do you remember that was like maybe 2 months ago?
I do. You'll have to remind me who came out on top of that.
Peninsula. Yeah.
And I know
yeah,
that we
they had a
one
decisive victory.
One GHC student that participated and really was doing an awesome job as well.
Yeah. Yeah, and he's back. Robert Shadowbane Diebert is back. He's actually going to be in our first match with Dominic, a local high school student who I'm thinking might be coming to Grace Harbor College on running start and is a really good candidate for our Rocket League team. But I'm getting ahead of myself. I do want to take a moment and talk about just a couple of things. Number one, I want to show, so last week we did League of Legends. We did League of Legends 1v1. I have a highlight reel. I think it's worth taking a look at. So, well, let's just jump into it and check it out.
The curtain call is popped here by the Jin. Lands one bullet, flash away, looking for the final. Doesn't find the final one, but is so low on health. It's just going to take one more attack to finish it off. That is going to be blood going over to the Jin.
I don't know if you can hear
Probably
the
going to be able to finish off this turret. That is going to be the game. And we are heading into another one. Going pretty even there on damage on the whole. It is worth noting, Renekton didn't use his Ignite. Meanwhile, the Silas did, with the flash coming in, the flash away, and that's going to be
my God!
Wait a minute, I was expecting the kill to go the other direction, but I like Cups and Buckets with the early kill. Cups and Buckets is going to be able to run away with a sliver of his health. And again, this game is both very, very much going back and forth, but now the engage coming in, that is going to seal the deal, the turnaround.
So yeah, that was a lot of fun. I was new to League of Legends, but it was super fun to watch and sort of get the feel for what those 1v1 matches look like. And we are doing League of Legends again coming up in, I think, just about 5 more weeks. We'll be doing 3v3s. So so that's going to be really, really cool. What was your take on the League of Legends match?
It was a lot of fun to really get to learn more about how much depth the game has. I think one of our casters said that there's over 150 characters, that if that's what you would refer to them as, or champions that you can choose for the game.
Bingo.
And so to really know like the backstory and really the strengths and weaknesses of all the different characters, I think as I learn more about it, it really just, I think, will bring a lot of depth to the game. And last week was 1v1, so it sounds like in a few weeks we have 3v3, but isn't traditionally the game 5 on 5? So we're kind of building it out a little bit.
Yeah, we're getting there. Yeah, full teams going against each other, changes the dynamic and the strategies that are at play. Just checking in the chat here. Nobody's complaining about our audio, so I think this may be one of the weeks where we got it right. So I'm hoping, fingers crossed.
News is good news.
Yeah, definitely. So I got a couple people to introduce, our casters who are going to help with the game tonight. But before then, I did want to talk just a little bit. I know the last couple of weeks, and bear with me, folks. This is an important thing, I think, worth saying. The last couple of weeks, we have had a tremendous amount of unrest. I'm talking specifically about the protests that have been happening across the nation, protests that are drawing attention to systemic racism, white supremacy, and a lot of violence that is being perpetrated in our country and worldwide, really. So last week I shared resources if you were feeling overwhelmed and you were looking to help. Resources like ally.wiki, which has a list of places you can donate. That's still important. This week I want to talk a little bit more directly, just for a moment, about what you personally can do in the gaming community. And the gaming community is certainly no stranger to outbursts of racism and expressions of racism and hatred and toxicity. So, a quick 3-point list that came up from Erin Ashley Simon. She's a social media influencer. She's a tremendous journalist for covering esports. She says, if you see racism, call it out, identify it, report the person, and don't participate in communities that have that toxicity to it. And I think those are just really good guidelines to internalize. It's something that we can all do right now as gamers to help make the world a slightly better place. And I just wanted to share that. And I also really want to introduce our two guests for tonight. We have returning with us, we have RJ
from is popped here by the GHC land one goal, flash away, looking for the final, doesn't find the final one, is so low on health.
Highlight again. So sorry. We have RJ from Ohio State, and then for the first time tonight, we have Stephen Mercurial from New England University. RJ, how are you?
I'm good. I heard you almost say Oregon State before you caught yourself, so
when I rolled the highlight reel, I got all flustered and it just kind of fell apart. I'm sorry. And Merc, how are you, man?
I'm doing good. I mean, Northeastern is in New England, so you're not too far off.
Gotcha. Okay, sorry. Northeastern University. Cool. And so, I first met you when I was watching the CRL, Collegiate Rocket League, the official developer-sponsored college league where, big scholarship money was on the line. And watching NEU rise up and take game after game after game and move towards that end was so exciting. And, sort of following your stream and much like a lot of other people in the Rocket League community, you're just a super down-to-earth guy who likes this game. So thanks so much for coming out.
Yeah, thank you for inviting me to come out. This is the kind of opportunity I've been looking forward to having for a long time. Like, this is a community that seems like it's a lot of fun, and we're going to have some great games tonight.
Yeah.
Definitely. Heck yeah. So speaking of that, I think why don't we do this? Marcy, I know you were talking a little bit about some events at the college. If you don't mind taking a couple of minutes to talk about that, I'll check in on our players and see if we're ready to start the first match.
Yeah, my pleasure. So those of you that have been tuning in and keeping in touch with the college the last couple of weeks, you'll know that registration is now open for the 2020-2021 academic year. Super exciting. It's not too late to apply for financial aid either. So if you're thinking of coming to college next year or you've already made your decision, don't forget to apply to Grace Harbor College, complete your financial aid application, whether that's the FAFSA or the WAFSA. Get in touch with our testing center to determine your placement, whether that's done through a college placement test or evaluation of high school transcripts or previous college credit. And then you make an appointment for entry registration. You meet with one of our academic advisors and get scheduled and registered for your first quarter of classes. So we're really excited to have everyone. We've been helping lots of students get started already. And to prepare for those events, really to work through the process in the next couple weeks, we have a couple events specifically related to financial aid that we've been hosting. So the past couple weeks, we've had some financial aid workshops. We have one more coming up next week. Let me see here. It is on June 16th. Which is next Tuesday. So next Tuesday, June 16th, starting at 5 o'clock. The event will be for an hour and a half, but it's drop-in. You don't have to come for the whole time. To find out more information about that financial aid workshop, you can go to Grace Harbor College's Facebook page and just click to join Zoom link. So we hope to see a lot of you there. Whether you have specific questions about your own financial aid application, or you're just looking for some general info about what does financial aid mean, how can I get some assistance to pay for college, specifically with money that I don't have to pay back. We have lots of great information, so we hope you join us there. Additionally, we're also recruiting and enrolling for the Bachelor of Applied Science in Organizational Management program. So if you didn't know, along with being a 2-year community and technical college, Grace Harbor College also has 3 4-year degrees. That's our Bachelor of Applied Science in Organizational Management, Teacher Education, and Forest Resource Management. They're all really awesome programs. Our students have a lot of success with employment and with opportunities in the community, especially after graduation. So if you're interested in organizational management, there's still time to apply. We're accepting those applications through June 30th. And for the 2020-2021 year, that program will be fully online. So if you already have your 2-year degree and you're really interested in earning a bachelor's degree, please come check out the organizational management program at Grace Harbor College. You can go to ghc.edu to learn more about that, or also come to our Facebook page and ask some questions. So we hope to help all of you get started at Grace Harbor College for this upcoming year. That's about all the events I can think of right off the top of my head.
Well, good. Thank you. We are still waiting for one of our teams to get in the lobby. Looks like they're having some trouble connecting. I'm wondering if we don't want to shift gears here just a bit. I mean, we could always do our Series 2 first. Yeah, still not getting an answer from them. All right, well, Tony, so folks that watched the League of Legends game may remember Tony Garcia, Card Kid. He was one of our casters for League of Legends. He's also been doing quite a bit of work with the esports program here at the college. And yeah, okay, so it looks like he's given the go-ahead to do Series 2. So that actually... I'd like to show the bracket for a second because, yeah, let's take a look here. So here on the bracket, you see we have the average Joes in the pack, which was planned for our first series. But the second series features these guys and then Showboat. And Showboat, of course, is short for Showboat Pork and Beans, which is my team. I was asked to play tonight, and I said yes. So hopefully Tony is paying attention, Card Kid is paying attention, and getting people into the lobby. That sounds good, Tony. Let's do it. I am ready to go. I think at this point I'm going to turn it over to 3 of you. RJ, I guess I'll give you the lead here. Because I'm going to go jump in and see if I can get our team ready. And if you've got the lead on the lobby. So I'll let you know when players are loaded in, but I'm going to turn over. You giving me that look that says you're not ready.
Putting me in charge of anything is not the best idea.
All right, well, I'm going to go see if I can get those teams ready, and we'll see you in just a second. Thanks, folks. Yeah, we're having a change.
Well, it looks like these guys, the team of these guys, which is Captain Mark and Purple Zucchini, looks like they're actually in the lobby already.
I'm heading down.
So they've been quite punctual.
Ralph, just so you know, we can still hear you as well.
So
he actually might not be able to hear us.
I don't think he can hear
us. No. You are not going to be on camera. So, the stinger button.
Well, it sounds like they're getting loaded into the lobby, which is great.
No, these two scenes are going to switch.
Yeah, and Ralph is already in the lobby as well. He was there as an observer before.
Too, but it's
so hopefully getting him in on the right machine will make this start pretty quickly.
Oh yeah, go ahead and roll back.
Okay.
Great.
Okay. Stinger? Yeah, there you go. Okay. So when when this starts in,
I wonder if this is what my parents
Yeah,
feel like
and
when
0.
I walk into their conference calls,
So
or like when they
It
walk
could
when you
be.
see
into
this
my
text that
Discord
says
calls.
join now,
Oh yeah.
Alt tab over, hit the stinger, and then tab back.
I love it.
We'll be
Yes.
typing join now in here.
Let me see if I can get a hold of someone that
This-
uses the
This is gonna make a really funny highlight reel later. So
Yeah, it will.
Oh yeah. No, it's just a little behind the scenes. That's fine.
I know Marcy said she wanted to get some good roasting going today, and what better thing to roast Bitpost
Ah,
on than this?
You are so right. He set me up for success. I love it. Excellent success. Although it's a little quiet. Okay. It's a little quiet now, so maybe he figured it out.
Yeah, maybe he remembered to mute his mic.
I
Oh,
think
we
so.
have another Bitpost account joining the lobby. This one is Biptoot. I gotta say that's a beautiful name. I gotta say Biptoot
Yeah.
is. It just makes me smile just reading it.
I forget what game we were playing. Maybe it was League of Legends last week, and someone used the term "boop" as it's like an actual action that you can take. I'm just gonna like boop someone. It's like that's cute.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Boop as a verb is a fantastic word.
It's an excellent verb.
Because it's just that kind of thing where it just has that idea of just like, oh, you know, just a little bonk on the head.
So we might have a few more minutes here. I have a little bit of a lag. Do you guys hear a lag from me?
Yeah. Well, I'm noticing the stream on my monitor is acting a little funny.
Yeah,
It
that's
seems
what
like
I'm
it's,
hearing too. It's getting goofed up. I think we're going to take a
Oh.
short intermission here.
And
Okay.
we are back with a little bit of a switcheroo. Instead of the originally planned series, we
Only
are
I'll tab
moving
over the game for a brief second. I
on
think it might be screwing
to
up on my
these
stream.
guys and Showboat.
Yeah, and the full team name, they're listed as Showboat, but the full team name is Showboat Pork and Beans, which is apparently a reference to the extra large can of Showboat Pork and Beans you can actually buy at the grocery store.
I am so confused on so many levels. As a vegetarian, why would you eat pork and beans together? They're already both good sources of protein. You only need one at a time.
That really is a very good question. And as someone who is not like 300 years old, I honestly don't have an answer for you.
That's valid. Pork and beans does seem like a boomer food.
Yeah.
Oh, I love
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, so
got
it
so
seems
much
like
good
we're
material.
having... I think it seems like we're having a slight issue getting everybody actually into the game. Because I think we made the new lobby, but it looked like when I joined that the team names had not changed. So I'm going to just double check that everything is working as intended. Oh, they are in. They're in. We are good to go.
They're in, and they have joined the field.
Yep, they are on the field. So the
We got
players
there
are
just
getting
in
all set.
time.
Oh yeah, like the countdown is going. We got there with seconds to spare.
On the blue side, we have these guys with Captain Mark and Purple Zucchini, and obviously on the Showboat side, we have BitToot and Leiko. BitToot sounds like a pretty familiar name,
Yeah, it almost sounds like Bitpost. How funny is that?
but like a really scuffed version of Bitpost, and not too much action at the start of the game here. Most action is coming out with the players' pings, a lot of packet loss, a lot of major issues there, but Purple Zucchini able to pass to BitToot to produce an own goal.
Yeah, no, an absolutely beautiful display of team play, but I think someone might have gotten their colors mixed up.
And if that isn't scuffed Bitpost in action, then I don't know what is. Ball landing on these guys' side after kickoff. Leiko taking out Captain Mark. Leiko with a turn, but Captain Mark's pushing that one downfield, hanging out in the corner, grabbing a full pad of boost, pass out mid for Zucchini, but BitToot missing the ball. Everyone missing the ball. Leiko coming around, not hitting that one off the wall, and people look like they're starting to fall into place.
Yeah, the rotations really do seem to be solidifying after the first little bit of this game. There seemed like there was a lot of confusion. I saw a few team bumps, but now that everybody seems to be getting into the flow of the game, everybody's playstyles really seem to, if not be clicking, then at least be making sense.
And these guys are currently popping off. Zucchini and Captain Mark with a team play there. A bit of another one of those BitToot not knowing whose team he's on, as he does end up passing that one to Zucchini. But these guys up with 3 minutes and 46 seconds on the clock. Almost a shot opportunity for Leiko there, but can't do anything with it. Bitpost throwing it on the back wall. Leiko with another push here. Captain Mark's challenging that one. It is out mid. BitToot with the shot, and it's on target, but Captain Mark makes a great save, throws the ball all the way downfield.
Ooh, the demo coming out of BitToot, too, in the corner. Really breaking that pressure, that if he hadn't gotten that demo, there was a very good chance there was a shot coming in.
And these guys are just looking to solidify their lead even more. BitToot able to get that one past Captain Mark, leaving just Zucchini back. Zucchini's able to hit that one off the backboard. Can't get the second touch, though. Gives it to Bitpost. Right back to Zucchini, and it is a shot, but it is too wide. Like I was going to steal that one, take it around the wall for some mechanical play, but nobody making contact with the ball. Zucchini coming in to clean things up and try and take a shot of their own, but Leiko bopping that to the corner, keeping it in a safe place. Captain Mark turning that downfield. It's a pass to Bitpost, it's a pass to Lako, and that was such a fast shot, but it was just too wide.
Yeah, we've definitely been seeing more passing plays come out as the game progresses, and it looks like that's going to be it.
Yeah, Purple Zucchini passing it to themselves off the back wall, coming off of a dangerous spot defensively, but able to boom it downfield fast enough to convert. And as the game is set to a 3-point max, that means these guys are taking it regardless of time.
Yeah, we definitely saw some solid team plays from both sides, and the game looked a little messy at first. Everybody was kind of, I wouldn't say flailing, but they didn't seem to really have so good an idea of how to be playing together. But as the game progressed, especially from these guys really showed some very impressive team play. Like, they were making openings for each other, they were really attempting to throw those passes out, and that last pass from Purple Zucchini to themselves off the back wall, that was really just a beautiful play.
Yeah, and the fact that aside from that one Purple Zucchini play, everything was set up by Captain Mark or Biptoot. So seems like these guys might have a little more players playing for them than Showboat does. Lako's a little stranded on the field there at times. But we're going to have to see how everyone falls into the field for the next game now that those first game on stream jitters are being worked out.
Yeah, it's always a little nerve-wracking to be playing on stream, especially if it's not something you're used to. It can be really, really intimidating knowing that people are watching you play. Because this is something, usually you're playing from the comfort of your own bedroom even. And you don't think, oh, I'm here doing this for fun by myself because I'm enjoying it. But then, knowing there are eyes on you, that can be scary.
Nobody expects the two of us to be complimenting them on the mic as we're heading into game 2. Purple Zucchini with a strong shot already. It's on target. Lako clears that one up to Biptoot. Can't make contact with the ball. Captain Mark's going to steal that one. Follow it downfield right into Lako. 50 between Biptoot and Zucchini puts it up. Zucchini with a soft touch into Lako and a double demo. It's a 1v1 on the field. Lako getting it past one, but can't get that one past Captain.
And it is really interesting to see that mutual demo there, because it's the kind of thing where it's a lot like when two cars get locked head to head. In theory, it's very even, and wow, that was almost a shot, that was almost a goal right there with a beautiful save from Purple Zucchini.
More of those mechanics, Purple Zucchini turning that save into a pass up to Captain, but they might have committed too much as Lako's looking to score that one, but does get cut off Bitpost with the rebound, but too wide again, and looks like one team got caught overcommitting.
Yeah, absolutely. Biptoot tried to play that up off the corner. Lako got caught in the exact same corner of the opponent's half, and it was just an open net for these guys. Really not a whole lot to be done there.
That's something that you really have to be mindful of in twos. There's rotations, but they have to be a lot tighter, and this could be a kickoff goal. Captain Mark has it on target, but Lako's able to turn around in time to save it, coming off the wall with another shot. Captain saves that one too. Biptoot spiking it into the ceiling, and Zucchini and Captain a little confused on what to do as Biptoot clears out the goal, but Lako not confident enough to push and try and score it.
Yeah, that is something that is very, very powerful in twos, even more so than in threes, is making that effort to clear out the defense, get a bump, a demo, just anything to disrupt their defensive rotations, and oh my god, there he goes again, Purple Zucchini, with a long shot from past half field straight into the net.
And looking at that again, where was Showboat? They are pushed up so far. It is a tough game for them. The strats that they're putting on these guys, the bumps, they're not working.
Yeah, because that's the big danger of bumps, is they can pay off massively in clearing the goal for an easy shot by your teammate, but there's such a high risk when you attempt to make one of those plays, because you're committing half of your team into the opponent's net to do so.
This looks promising for Showboat, though, as Biptoot is able to pull off a solo play.
Yeah, no, that was just a beautiful touch off of that bottom corner, because he hit it just above the curve of the corner, so it didn't roll up the wall and instead bounced out to the middle, where he was able to follow it up to get a shot with a clean beat of the defender directly into the net.
And now that Showboat's able to get their first goal, they know what kind of works for them. Captain taking out Leiko downfield. Bitpost trying to shoot with that. Zucchini has got it, trying to dribble, but Leiko stealing that off top their car. Captain Mark booming it downfield right into Bitpost, but he misses it. Captain Mark coming up, ball bouncing off the ceiling, and Leiko clears it out mid. Zucchini rushing back in time, can't grab the boost, but can save the ball here. Leiko keeping it in that corner, stealing Zucchini's boost, and Mark able to get the save off the shot there, taking it to the other side of the field.
Yeah, and it was very interesting to see because these guys were not able to score. And speaking of not being able to score, the caster curse kicks in.
What an unconventional pass play. You think Purple Zucchini, knowing that Captain Mark is up there, ready to take that pass off the backboard, and Mark being able to read that so well, that just contributes to these guys' sweep. They didn't even have to run the clock down. They just took it.
Yeah, no, it really was a very, very good showing from these guys. I was thoroughly impressed. They were able to throw some really great passes to each other off the backboard. They, after the initial bit of confusion in that game one, they stopped bumping each other, which is always nice to see. And really, all in all, they played together very well. Like, it wouldn't surprise me if these were, you know, two people who played together on stream too.
Yeah, it's always nice to see some good chemistry, and I was going to take a quick look at the notes, but there's nothing on these guys, so I'm not sure if they go to GHC, but if you do, it would be awesome if you played in more of the community tournaments, or if you tried out for the GHC Rocket League team.
So because I was there on stream, I didn't get a chance to hear any of the commentary, but I'm hoping it went along the lines of like, hey, why can't that guy hit the ball? He needs to hit the ball in order to win, and that seems to be the fundamental disconnect here. And that would basically summarize my ability to play Rocket League.
See, really, hitting the ball is overrated. Like, why would you want to hit one ball when there are two opponents?
See, that's so much smarter. I think you've got the right approach there. I am going to remake the lobby. I didn't see the opportunity to change the team names, so I'm going to do that real quick. RJ, have you been in contact with our next players?
No.
Okay. I know I was getting some discords, but believe it or not, tons of stuff. Okay, so yes, I see Dominic is saying that his internet was going bad, but it's all good now. Sounds like they may be ready to go. Just double checking a couple things here. I see several messages telling me I need to mute myself. Apparently I was not muted. What?
Yeah.
Well, that's good to know.
You can watch it back later.
Yeah, I look
it's gonna
forward
be
to
great.
seeing what ridiculousness that is. Okay, so we should have average Joes versus the pack. Team names are set. Lobby is created. Let's see if we get our event coordinator getting teams hustled into that lobby. Yeah, so we are doing Rocket League. I see a couple folks are loading in already. That's great. Still waiting on the pack to load in. We are doing Rocket League this week. I do want to talk a little bit about next week. We're doing Smash Ultimate Singles. I think that is going to be super fun. Our last Smash Ultimate tournament, we ended up going little long. I think a half an hour over the normal time, and it was absolutely worth it. Some of those matches, like I think there was the Diddy Kong versus Donkey Kong, rivalry that was growing over a series of several different matches. that was just fantastic. Still waiting on. So that's coming up next week. We got a couple of guest casters for that too. I think Wolf Apart and Chilling Walk. And so I'm looking forward to seeing what they bring to the table.
I'm still laughing about my introduction to the new character since I last watched Smash, which is the Wii Fit instructor. Oh, I think it was my favorite part. That sun salutation. Fierce.
Yeah, that is one thing that I think is very cool. Like, I don't personally own the newer Smash games, but I really love that they've been including, like, characters that you can really make your own. Like, they have the Mii in Smash now. Like, you can literally put yourself into the game. It's crazy.
That's pretty
cool.
awesome. Sounds like they're still having trouble finding the lobby. I'm going to send them the lobby information again.
Well, since we're chilling, we talking about quarantine haircuts or what?
Yeah. RJ mentioned earlier you gave yourself a haircut in quarantine, right? Very brave.
Yeah.
I love it. Just shows you got a lot of heart. And it looks fabulous, by the way. Who else gave themselves or someone in their household a haircut in the past couple months? I'm very curious to see. Anyone?
I think that's an excellent question for chat, actually. We need to find out from chat how many people gave themselves a home haircut. I got one. You can't see it now, but if you scroll back, you can.
And that might be something we have to get to in a minute, because it looks like the players are joining the lobby, and we are ready to go in this second series of the night.
Oh, thank you for pointing that one out, because I was so caught up in my beautiful hair. We are on the field with the Pack and Average Joes. On the Pack side, we have Shadowbane making an appearance again, and AP I'm so on. And on the Average Joe side, the orange side, we have Grease and the Vision EX. No clear advantage off of kickoff quite yet. While hanging around mid, though, Shadow's going to try and score that. Ends up giving it right to the Vision, though. Getting that past another, and it is not entirely open, and AP takes that off to the side.
Oh, that was a beautiful pass down to the center from, I believe that was from Grease to Vision. But the pass just wasn't able to connect because the defense of the Pack was just a little too tight.
Looking pretty solid so far. Ball mostly staying mid, not particularly in front of anyone's goal, though. That was almost a shot from Shadowbane. Couldn't see who saved that as everyone was on the field together, and Shadow with another scoring attempt, an air dribble this time. Grease saves it out. Vision trying to get another one, but AP does not let that through. Grease cannot style off the ceiling. Shadowbane with a very skilled dribble and a demo, and that net is just empty.
And this is something we touched on briefly in the previous series, that those demos are very high-risk plays, but right there you see a perfect illustration of the high reward.
It's working out as the Pack are now up, and this is AP/Dominic's first time on stream with us, I believe, and he's currently a local high school student, and seeing him mesh with Shadow, probably the resident GHC Rocket League star player, is pretty interesting. Their chemistry on field, even though they probably don't play that much, is already pretty apparent as the way they pulled off their team demo play.
Oh yeah, those demo plays are definitely something that takes a lot of awareness of your teammate to coordinate, because you have to know the biggest thing isn't just charging at the net and, you know, slamming the goalkeeper. The biggest part is the timing. You need to know, where is my teammate? Where are they going to be? Do I have an opportunity to make this a useful demo, or am I just putting myself out of position? And wow, would you look at that?
Despite the Average Joes trying to play it as safe as possible, that lost 50 in the corner there gives Shadowbane an opening, and he will take it. Taken off straight mid, but AP pushing up with that. It is too high. Grease doesn't get that backboard touch. It's almost a double, and Shadow finishes that one again. So consistent.
Yeah, no, and it was all just off the back of that one missed touch off the backboard from Grease, which, to be fair, those are very difficult to pull off. The timing is incredibly precise to get that frame-perfect clear to rocket the ball down to your opponent's half, but you know, if you don't get it quite right, that's what happens. You get scored on.
This team is reminding me a lot of these guys, where we have a star striker and then another teammate who puts up most of the assists. Shadowbane clearly coming out, and AP with almost all of the goal participation. But not to discredit the average Joes, they have some pretty good stats on their side too.
Oh yeah, with like as many saves as there are goals, that is certainly not a bad percentage to have so far. That means that they're doing some solid defense, and honestly, having saves is really not the be-all end-all of defense. The biggest thing is shutting down those plays before they became a shot, which the average Joes really did a very good job of. The only
at the
problem
very start of the game.
Oops.
No,
Sorry.
you talk first. No, you.
The biggest issue was that when they were then forced to play that continuous defense because the pack was building that pressure, eventually they just crumbled.
We're going to have to see if the pack can keep up that pressure. It's pretty exhausting to always be playing on the other team's half, and see if average Joes can kind of bring themselves back here as we're kicking off to game 2. Looks like it's a strong kickoff for the average Joes here. Vision has the boost, has the touch, but AP reads that one perfectly. Grease trying to come around the corner, another touch to score it, and Shadow is there. Vision too wide to rebound that one. AP full of boost and ready to take it downfield.
Yeah, you really need to score those open nets. That if you're missing those, that's really going to come back to bite you. But hopefully they'll see another few, and, you know, we'll, you know, here I'm talking about seeing open nets, and that net was not open at all, but he managed to squeeze it just past the defender.
I don't know if you saw that one, but there was 2 defenders until AP sent Grease to space, bopped him all the way into the ceiling. So it seems like they've not forgotten how demo and bump plays are so useful.
Yeah, oh, and here we could potentially see another one, because I saw Shadowbane rotating around through the backfield, and it looked like he might have been hunting that goalkeeper, but the play didn't quite follow through.
And that is Grease taking a ceiling shot on target. AP gets the save and turns that into another goal. So far, definitely one of the most mechanical plays.
Oh yeah, I mean, the ambition to go for the ceiling shot has to be respected in and of itself. Like, it may, you know, have contributed to them getting scored on, but if that play had paid off, it would have been one for the record books.
We are all about the style points. Well, I'm not going to speak for you. I am all about the style points, and I love to see a team still trying when they are down. And Grease is able to stop AP from double tapping that one into the net, but the ball is still in a dangerous place. It's crossing in front of the average Joes here. Vision gets the boost, gets that one past AP. This could be a shot. It is open. Nope, it is not. Shadow comes, rotates back just in time for the save.
Yeah, that rotation from the opposite side back boost back through the goal is so critical that it really is, like, that's probably one of the biggest cornerstones of good defense, is knowing how to rotate from the back post to make an effective save with momentum.
And that's probably why the pack have not been scored on yet across these 2 games, is there's always someone waiting to come back. AP going right from the defensive to the offensive with a dribble, with a pass, but Grease able to read that touch. Although not the best position here, as AP is in the air with the shot, and that is solidifying game 2, giving the pack a sweep.
Yeah, the average Joes there really... This just goes to show, overcommitting on a single play in 2v2 can really punish your team if the other team is ready to capitalize on it. Because it was just a single push by one player that then his teammate rotating back was actually, I believe it was Vision that was attempting to rotate back to goal, and they were bumped by one of the players from the pack, preventing him from making that oh-so-critical defensive rotation.
Yeah, and with mistakes like that, I wouldn't be surprised if the average Joes are not very used to playing twos. Like, the fact that Greece went for that ceiling shot would have been the perfect move in threes, but with twos, you have a lot of space, and that means your opponents have a lot of space too, so you have to be extremely careful.
Oh yeah, that is definitely something you see a lot, is, you know, threes being the main ranked mode, the thing that's emphasized the most by the developers, the thing that's emphasized most by the competitive environment. You see a lot of players that have the shot selection and risk taking of a good threes player, but that doesn't always translate so well to twos, and you can end up, you know, going for things that punish your teammate by putting your whole team in a dangerous situation, where if you had one more player on the field, it would make perfect sense.
Yeah, and that seems like a lot of what's contributing to losses for these teams. Everyone is playing so hard on the field, but it is a very strange format. And I see we've brought Ralph and Marcy back.
Yep. Yes, we are here. We actually have a, well, why don't we throw the bracket up on screen and take a look at that? I think that's going to explain the story. Unfortunately, one of the members of the illustrious Showboat Pork and Beans team combo is not going to be able to play the second match. So this is a double elimination match. You can see on screen that we have in that first row of 3 games on the left, we've got the top 2 that are in the upper bracket, and then both of the losers from those 2 series would drop down to the lower bracket. That's normally how it would go in a double elimination match, giving them an opportunity to work their way up through that lower bracket and come back again during the finals. In this case, my teammate, unfortunately, for Showboat Pork and Beans, is having a family emergency, and he can't make it to finish what would no doubt be a quick win, and then a rise up through the lower bracket to sweep the upper bracket and take it. I will have to prove our expertise at a later date, however, since we're not able to do so now, which means we're moving straight ahead to Series 4. We get to see the pack again against these guys, and I mean, any predictions on what's going to happen?
Honestly, this one is pretty hard to call. Like, all of these teams have been, you know, the winning teams anyway, have been, you know, the ones that seem a little more consistent, a little more maybe team-oriented rather than attempting those, like, flashy, ambitious solo plays. But at the same time, when you have 2 teams that are both playing like that, I honestly couldn't say.
I wouldn't be surprised if these games went a little longer than the last few. We might even get a full 5-minute game, as these the more equally matched teams are. Scorelines are usually a lot more even, so we might not be hitting that 3 quite as fast.
All right, so I did remake the lobby in order to get the team names set down right. I know, RJ, you showed me how to do it, but I keep missing it. So I'll work on my skills. But if our event coordinator would let folks know to go ahead and join the lobby, I think we're ready to go for the pack versus these guys.
Awesome.
Let's take a look. Looks like we have the pack is joined, or rather they're waiting in lobby, not joined, but they are there in lobby. There we go, and we got the other folks too. So, yes, sir.
No, I was just gonna say, it looks like with everybody in, we should be ready to hop in whenever the players are all set.
Yeah, I think we are.
Here they go.
Let's check it out.
And we're coming into what might be the most exciting match against 2 teams that we've already seen absolutely dominate on stream. Both of them swept their games, and they swept their series. We already said it, in the blue we have Pack, in the orange we have these guys, and we all remember them. They put up a memorable performance, and we're starting out in the blue half of the field as Zucchini and Captain are keeping the pressure on Shadow, finally able to relieve it, taking it down the field. Captain not sure how to defend against this. It is a pass out mid, and AP just sends that home.
And once again, like we've been saying, these passing plays and this teamwork is so crucial in 2v2. And a beautiful pass by Shadowbane right off that back wall over to AP, and that's a goal.
Pretty early lead already. It's only been 30 seconds. This time the kickoff is on the side of these guys as Captain's trying to take that one around the corner but can't quite get it past both of the blue members. Shadow's going to try the dribbles, gets the 50. AP with a shot. And it is another one in. That is 2 shots in, what, 45 seconds for AP?
Yeah. And if you look, you'll see that Captain Mark rotating all the way around the back for that corner boost meant that he wasn't able to get to the goal in time to play defense. So boost over ball coming back to bite him.
Going back post is definitely the right move, but just too slow as the Pack is relentless right now. Shadowbane has the ball, going to try and dribble that one. A favorable 50, pass out to themselves, but it is going to be across. Zucchini with plenty of boost. This could be an air dribble. It's past one, but not past Shadows, ready to turn that save into a shot, or rather into a pass for AP in the air.
Yeah, that was just a beautiful clear from Shadowbane, really sending that ball high enough for his teammate. I think AP might have even pre-jumped that if I was looking at that correctly. And it just, that long pass, the connection to your teammate, that's in 2s. Sometimes one good play is all you need.
Yeah, that was kind of the perfect combination this game. I think Pack has really perfected it, of the combination between teamwork and passing plays and mechanical skill. Like the fact that AP was pre-jumping that, twirling their car, able to redirect that into the net. The fact that Shadow was assisting every single one of AP's goals. It is peak teamwork. And these guys, I know they can put up a good fight. I just want to see them do it. We saw them play so well in their last series, and I hope that after getting smacked down by the Pack, they can figure out what to do.
And that's the thing, is they haven't been playing poorly. Really, at the end of the day, it's just a couple of small mistakes that the Pack have been capitalizing on. Like, they've been rotating well overall, but then the one time that rotation's a little out of sync, the Pack capitalizes and scores.
Yeah, hopefully the nerves are a little relieved, though, as these guys looking to have a good kickoff until AP challenges that. Captain gets a touch, but ends up going right back to AP. Back to Zucchini, and it's just Zucchini and Shadow right now, but Zucchini ends up turning around and Shadow pops that over, and Captain might be caught too far ahead here, able to get that one out mid. AP onto the back wall, and so far a slower start, right as I say that, AP taking out Zucchini.
Yeah, and you could see these guys did have a scoring opportunity about maybe, a few seconds ago. They had the Pack defender in a 1v2, and if they'd been able to capitalize, then that could have potentially been a goal. And a disastrous miss off the side post from AP.
Yeah, missing empty goals is the worst for the scoreline and also for your feelings sometimes, but this does give these guys another shot at redemption here, as they could put this one home. It's dropping down in front of the net so slowly, but Shadow finally does get the touch to clear it out here, and Captain on the back wall, full of boost, challenging AP. A bit of a double, but not too much of a problem, as AP and Shadow end up bumping each other in the back. If there's a time for these guys to push, it's now.
Oh, and speaking of pushing, there goes the ball down the field. Straight into the net, right down the middle.
How'd that one happen?
And, I mean, you could see right here, Captain Mark was attempting to challenge, and instead of playing defense when his teammate had left him in a vulnerable position, he decided to make the all-in challenge and got punished for it.
I can respect that.
Yeah, and honestly, the defender did a fantastic job of getting the ball over him. Like, getting to the ball quickly, hitting the ball up and over your opponent rather than forwards and into them.
And this could be another situation like the last one that we just saw, but this time Captain is able to demo AP before he's able to take a shot on that open net. Captain bumping Shadow around in the corner mercilessly. Zucchini's up for it, but can't get the touch, and the ball is back to AP. He's been proving it themselves this game. Captain with a good 50, but then a bad 50 and another 50. So many players clashing on the field.
Oh, and there it goes again, a very similar situation to what caused the last goal. However, the difference was that Captain Mark was able to get there in time, and a brilliant 50-50 to stop any major pressure from the pack.
Zucchini keeping on that bump train, getting Shadowbane out of position, forcing a back pass there, and Captain popping that one up, but it's going to be the pack that ends up stealing that pass. It goes back to Zucchini, and it is hanging in the air. Zucchini gets the shot. It is wide, and AP takes control, losing it to a 50 midfield, and AP able to follow that one up. This could be a shot, but AP does not double it into the net, instead to the side, but the pressure is still on.
And I'm seeing a lot of confidence from AP in this game. I think after that last goal in game 1 with the little twirlies he was doing, I think they're kind of getting in a bit of a mood.
And you are 100% right about that one. AP taking that one off the back wall very high, and Shadowbane just waiting mid, knowing that his teammate can get him a pass.
Yeah, that was really a beautiful display of teamwork. The creativity to take the pass off the ceiling and then off the back wall, that's something that you see in very high-level play.
Another possible push opportunity for these guys. Captain and AP bumping each other in the corner. Captain trying to get that one past Shadow with a slow play and a bump on the back, and those touches, so many of them, but still not able to go in, just going all the way across the net. So close. Zucchini's trying to keep that one midfield, but a bit of a double pushes Captain and Zucchini almost in at the same position. If Mark can get another one, that could be good, but not quite, as these guys are struggling. They either have 1 minute or 3 goals to score, and this is going to be a tough one.
Yeah, I mean, 3 goals in a minute in 2v2 is very possible, but it would require, well, not that.
Yes, indeed. Seems like the pack is going to be getting their last goal to seal this deal and continue their record of sweeping.
And interestingly enough, though that goal was technically an assisted goal, realistically, Shadowbane put that one in the net, and AP was just there to, just give it a little love tap. Maybe, as what's commonly referred to as, stealing the goal. But really, as long as they're on the same team, is it really stealing?
Yes, because the stats, we can't even talk about one player getting all the goals because he stole the goal, but makes for a good game, and you can tell normal teammates that maybe aren't as close would not be casually goal stealing each other. So that's teamwork right there.
Oh yeah, that's the kind of thing you see when you're joking around, you're having a good time, and then you can look at each other in the post game and just be like, oh come on, how do you do that?
Good highlight for the boys to look back on. And I think that takes us to the finals, or to the Series 5 losers bracket. Ralph, tell us what's going on.
And I am muted. Yes, that's exactly right. See, I can occasionally find my mute button. That's exactly right. That takes us to Series 5, to the lower bracket. And, now's a great time to throw that bracket up on screen and take a look and see how everyone's doing. So yeah, we just finished Series 4. Series 3, of course, didn't happen because of the disqualification from Showboat, meaning that Average Joe's moves on to Series 5 and takes the loser from Series 4, which in this case is these guys. So up next, we've got our penultimate match, which is these guys versus Average Joe's. And, we're moving along at a pretty good clip. I'm hoping that when we get to the finals that we see an upset. I'm hoping that whoever wins from Series 5 can actually come down and, I like the pack. I like those players. I think Dominic and Shadowbane are really nice guys. I just want to see them get taken down a peg. I want to. I like Rocket League matches that come down to the wire, and that's what I'm hoping to see tonight. I'm hoping to see an upset in the final bracket.
I'm telling Shadowbane that you said that.
No, please don't. We are going to take just a short intermission of about 3 minutes while we get that lobby set up. And then we'll be right back with some Rocket League action. We will finish off with our Series 5, and then we're going to go straight into the finals and see who the pack is going to face, whether it's going to be these guys or whether it's going to be Average Joes, and exactly what kind of a bracket upset we have coming. Again, fingers crossed we get a bracket upset. Stick with us. Don't go anywhere. We'll catch you in just a few minutes. Thank you. Welcome back to Thursday Night Gaming. I am Ralph Hogaboom with Grace Harbor College Esports. Before we start into our penultimate match, I did just want to take a moment and talk a little bit about the esports program that we're doing this fall at Grace Harbor College. So we are launching this fall with 4 varsity esports teams. We're doing League of Legends, Overwatch, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, and the game that we're watching tonight, Rocket League. So we are actively recruiting for players in all 4 of those titles. There's other titles we're looking at too. We're looking pretty strongly at Valorant right now. CSGO is another game that comes up. Same thing with Rainbow Six. If there's a title that you're interested in and you think it might potentially be an esport, or you think that Grace Harbor College esports program might be in your future, head on over to ghc.edu/esports and click on the link that says join the team. There's a recruiting form. Give us some information. I will get in touch with you and we'll see if maybe we've got something. We do have scholarships available. We're building a beautiful arena with 12 state-of-the-art, top-of-the-line gaming machines. We're going to have a spectator section. I am so excited for what this fall is going to bring in terms of opportunities for students who, you can get a scholarship, you can get a college education while playing video games with your friends. That just sounds so amazing. I wish I was born 20 years later than I was. So now is just a great time to head on over there. Thank you so much for joining us tonight for Thursday Night Gaming. We're back again next week, of course, with Smash Brothers. But right now, I think we've got a match between these guys and Average Joe's. Am I right?
Yeah, you most certainly are.
So any predictions here, folks?
I mean, these guys looked pretty strong in their last match, so I'll put a soft bet on these guys.
Oh, the name These Guys is so confusing because I keep forgetting there's a team named These Guys, but they are on the field, and at this point we've seen all of these teams on stream. We just came off of a These Guys loss, and we haven't seen the Average Joes in a hot sec here, and Mark's gonna make a shot off the kickoff pretty fast. Vision's gonna save that one, but dangerous spot. Zucchini side flips, and Grease takes that down the field right to Vision. Twirlies in the air, as you would say, and nothing comes out of it.
Yeah, you could see the ball was just kind of bouncing in the open space there in like the these guys corner. My God, that's hard to say. But Grease he wasn't there on offense. He was pushed back in their own defensive half, so they lost the pressure on the play. But it looks like, spoke too soon. I was about to say they might get it back.
Tough spot in the orange half here. Grease able to dribble that one around the wall, but can't get it past Captain. Captain right into Vision. Zucchini on the back wall, going to try and get this one out on their own. Grease can't steal it. Zucchini can't quite make contact, and that's Vision stealing it, bopping it right back down to Captain, and some bumps on the wall there. Nobody really has control of this ball, though. Grease is able to get it out slightly across the corner, but it just ends up midfield, again, where so much of the play is. Almost a shot. Oh, whoa, it is a shot. That save did not work.
Yeah, and that little play and that goal was off the back of a double commit and a team bump from the Average Joes. So their play's looking a little bit messy.
Yeah, it's a tough one. These guys seem a little more in their element than when they played the pack, though. Their play style's really fitting in with Average Joe's weaknesses, and Captain's able to get one off this kickoff.
Yeah, well, it definitely is something you see, even in pro play, that the teams that are coming off of a series they already played, they're warm, they're ready to go, they've been playing. And the team that's coming off of, a 20-minute, 30-minute wait, like they take a little while to get back in the game. And with a maximum score of 3 goals, can you really afford to have all that time spent warming up?
These guys are showing how fast they are, how hot they are, just coming off their last game. Captain's going to push that one upfield. Zucchini trying to turn it, but Vision makes a strong clear, looking promising there. If Average Joes can just keep that ball out of their half, it's going to be tough, though. Zucchini's pushing around the corner, not getting that one. It's 2-on-1 right here, and Grease is able to do it, able to pull off the dribble.
Yeah, that was a beautiful little play. The cut back and forth is really misdirecting if you're the person on defense there. And Captain just ending up sideways to the ball, not able to make an effective challenge. Grease really just goes right past him.
And though this is at game point, Average Joes are looking pretty good, especially that last play to maybe tilt the momentum in their favor, though. Zucchini coming off the wall with an air dribble. Grease being very patient on the back line there, though. This is a double. Let's see if Average Joes are going to get punished for it at all. Zucchini pushing up but not able to score. Vision passed one right into Captain. Grease coming out of the orange goal, trying to score that. One more touch to put it in, and that is a pinch from these guys, sending it straight downfield. No touch from Vision, and this could be dangerous, and it is. Zucchini with a crazy angle.
Yeah, that was definitely a very good shot from Zucchini, but it was just a series of small mistakes. Just a little bit of panic here, a little panic there, a slight mechanical misplay there, and that's a goal. But very well done by these guys to capitalize on those mistakes and really make the most of them.
Yeah, they're looking really good coming out of their last game, especially the sweeps that they suffered, and Average Joes aren't looking too bad themselves.
Yeah, no, Average Joe's actually like getting a goal in the series when you can only go up, or a goal in the series, a goal in the game, when you can only go up to 3. One goal is not, it's far from nothing. Like, one
That's
goal
huge.
can be the difference between winning
And that
and
can
losing a
change
series.
your momentum as well. I mean, once you get one in, you say, okay, this is doable. I can break past their defense. Before we get into the next season, I just got to point out, Merc, you missed a prime opportunity when Grease did that dribble to say that you said Grease got by him. And I thought you were going to say Grease slid by him or Grease slipped by him or something slipped. And I was like, that is a missed opportunity right there. And I just,
That's
I
a
thought,
beautiful line.
I wouldn't be a good friend if I didn't call you out in front of everyone who's watching publicly about that. So,
Oh yeah,
you're welcome.
I'm the most professional caster. So I actually, I thought about it and decided it was too good of a line.
Oh, I see.
Classy.
All right,
Very
that's super
classy.
classy.
Loading right back into the game, though, after those terrible, terrible puns. Disgusting. I can't believe people running this show let things like that slide by them. Looks like Average Joes are coming good
Wow.
off of this kickoff, though. It is a tough one as these guys are answering pretty fast. Boomer of a pass crossfield, but Zucchini not able to do anything with it. Vision's going to grab that. Grease is going to dunk that, but Zucchini recovering from that with a dribble on target, saved by Vision, but right back out to Captain, and that's 30 seconds played in the orange half.
Yeah, no, these guys have really been doing a very good job of keeping pressure in the beginning of this game, but it looks like the momentum may be shifting in Average Joe's favor.
A tough one here as Captain is pushing up into Grease and keeping that ball in the corner. Vision's finally able to get it out and catch Zucchini off guard. Zucchini doesn't get the touch off the back, and Vision is able to take advantage, getting an early lead for once.
Yeah, and honestly, getting that lead in the beginning of the game is so critical to keeping a good mindset for the rest of the game and keeping your thoughts productive, keeping your mental momentum going, and making sure that you're really in the headspace to do your best and win this game.
This is a very promising start for getting momentum, though. A shot coming out from Zucchini, and Vision is able to save that one. Can't even tell how fast that one would have been if it went in the goal, though cleared out. And Zucchini is not giving up on those shot opportunities, though. Another one that Vision shuts down, going for boost instead of the ball, and Captain taking the shot, and Grease getting another save. That is 3 saves already for the Average Joes.
Yeah, no, Grease saw that one coming, and he's like, you know, I'm not going to let this one slip by. I'm sorry,
oh, no,
I couldn't
you did
resist.
it again.
No need to apologize. Please don't apologize.
Ball hanging mid as one player from each team was just flying through the air with no contact. Greece able to dunk on Captain, but not in the best place to defend against Zucchini. Zucchini not touching the ball, actually, so this is looking pretty good for the average Joes. Zucchini going to turn on that, try for the solo play, but Greece able to wave dash into it, get some speed on the ball, dropping it down. Vision takes it out, taking it around off the back and down to a teammate and right into the net. This is the most confident we've seen them.
Oh, that was a beautiful play. The pass from Vision off the backboard into the follow-up from Greece to put it past both defenders, that was a beautiful display of teamwork and puts them in a position where they could very easily take this game if these guys aren't careful.
It's just one more game here. This kickoff looking a little dangerous, but not too bad. Greece able to get that past one, and could be another pass here, but Zucchini steals the ball, and Greece just takes him out for that.
Ooh.
Almost
yeah,
a shot
Vision there. Yeah, taking a shot, but the shot was a little bit lacking in power, so what he ended up doing was really just giving possession to the other team. But in the end, it didn't even matter because the pressure is back into the blue half.
Ooh, and Vision trying to make that shot, but Captain making that save. And could this be a goal? The first goal for these guys? No. Average Joes are able to go from one side of the field to the other fast enough, though. This almost own goal territory. Vision's able to keep it out for it now. Zucchini to Captain, and another wide one. Otherwise, that would have been their first goal of the game.
Yeah, that was a very, very dangerous position for the average Joes. They were inches away from being scored on, and frankly, they got a little lucky.
There is no luck in Rocket League, only calculated. As Zucchini's going to try and score that one from too far downfield. Vision grabbing the boost and getting a clear and getting another clear. If Greece can get to that in time, it could be a goal, but Greece playing it slow, taking it around the sidewall. Vision grabbing some more boost. Nope. No more boost, but another shot opportunity that is just off on an empty net.
Oh no! And an own goal from Vision!
Ouch,
you really hate to see those.
That is ouch on all the levels. A very slow own goal too, drawn out replay here. Vision coming in with another shot right off of the kickoff, taking that one around and Greece to the back wall. It's dropping, and a double on the average Joe's side. If these guys can score an open net, they have this, but Greece can be jumping in front of Zucchini, shutting that one down, trying to take it downfield. And at this point, average Joes don't even need to score. They just need to wait the clock out.
The one thing with that, though, is waiting out the clock with 20 seconds left. That's a bit of a dangerous game, because the game doesn't end till the ball hits the floor after 0 seconds. So this game, though they're 1 goal down with 5 seconds left, could very easily go to overtime.
And Captain Mark not able to do anything with Zucchini's hit off the backboard, and that's average Joe's taking the game too. And you know what that means? This is our first game 3 of the night.
You love to see it, and really, we've been waiting for it. Like, these series have been so far pretty one-sided. It's very, very good to see a series where the teams are a little more evenly matched. Much more exciting that way. And Vision saying in the game chat, we got 3 goals, just saying. I mean, they're not wrong. They did score 3 goals. Just, they might want to adjust their colorblind settings.
That is pretty good. And, at least they're owning their own goals here, being proud of them instead of ignoring the fact that they happened. And game 3 really could go to anyone, as we've seen one team we've seen these guys kind of take over the first one, and average Joe's kind of take over the second one. So not sure which way it's going to fall, but kickoff falling onto the orange side, though Vision not able to get that touch, ending up downfield, and Greece not able to get a touch too. First touch on the ball is made after 9 seconds. This isn't looking too good for the average Joes, but this clear could be their savior. Zucchini is able to save it though.
That clear from Vision was really dangerous, because if a defender from these guys hadn't gotten that touch in the air, that very well could have been a goal. And speaking of goals, Purple Zucchini scores for these guys.
That was a very fast goal at 55 miles an hour, and Greece right position to save it, but just too fast and too high right in the center of the goal. These guys getting that 30-second lead, and Zucchini might get another one right off that kickoff, doing those turns.
Yeah, the kickoff was just Zucchini cheating up on that kickoff when Vision went for the corner boost, gave so much offensive pressure to these guys and really allowed him to just, almost like a penalty kick, he could take a free dribble right to the net, and he only had to deal with the goalkeeper.
And these guys cheated up on the kickoff again after seeing that strategy work out. It didn't pay off just yet. Zucchini bopping that to themselves on the wall, but Greece with a huge bump and a back pass, though could be tough as captains looking to turn this one into a shot. It's on target. Greece clears it downfield. Right into Zucchini around the corner, not getting that touch though. Average Joe's playing it safe as a one goal from these guys, and they are doomed. Greece pushing up, and Captain Mark taking out Vision before they could even try to score. Vision respawning back, and Captain Mark teeing it up, and clutch save from Greece coming in just in time.
That was a beautiful display of defending, because he got there just in the nick of time to save that, and oh no, here we go again, and Zucchini puts a third goal in for these guys, and that will be the game and the series.
I wonder what happened in that series between game 1 and 2 and 3, because Average Joe's looked so good that second game. I wonder where that all went, though. Now that I think about it, Average Joe still played really well, but Purple Zucchini just coming out as the star striker from these guys. Those fast shots in weird places of the goals, those are just hard to save.
Yeah, that last game's scoreline being 3-0 really doesn't tell the full story of the match, because the goals were scored, yes, but the actual gameplay was very back and forth. Both teams were holding pressure on each other. Neither team really had like a decisive advantage through the whole game. Really, at the end of the day, it came down to just a couple of small mistakes.
That must have been our most even match of the entire series so far. That's the only one that went to a game 3, am I right?
Yep.
Yeah, I believe it was.
Let's take a look at where we are on the bracket. So, this does take us to our final match of the night. Well, unless we have a bracket upset, which is the Pack versus these guys. And I need to remake the lobby because I didn't get the team settings done correctly. I do want to, while I'm remaking this lobby, I'm interested in throwing it back in Marcy's direction. Marcy, one of the things that I've had some students contact me about specifically is, okay, I already got my 2-year degree at Grace Harbor College. I want to come play in esports. What are my options? And we just had some news that came out about our BASOM program. Actually, one of my favorite parts of the stream, I'm not going to lie, is the college propaganda part. And I say propaganda, but I don't mean that in a negative way, because I am at Grace Harbor College because that's where I want to be. And when I say I think you should come here, it's because I believe in the institution and what we're doing. And specifically, this program I think is really cool. But I'll shut up. Marcy, go ahead and take it away.
Yeah, absolutely. So as I mentioned earlier, Grace Harbor College has 3 Bachelor of Applied Science degrees. One second here. Let me clear my throat. Excuse me, sorry about that. So we have 3 Bachelor of Applied Science degrees. We have Teacher Education, Forest Resource Management, and as Ralph mentioned, our Organizational Management program. All 3 of these programs, well, actually just the Teacher Education and Organizational Management are cohort-based, meaning that the same students start the program at the same time and finish at the same time. For Organizational Management, we've extended our application period. So if you're interested in starting a bachelor's degree at Grace Harbor College in fall of 2020, you still have time to apply. The application period ends on June 30th of this year, and that would be to start in fall 2020. The great thing about our BASM program is organizational management is a skill that you can bring with you to really any industry. So this is a great program if you're interested in gaining leadership skills, learning some management techniques and strategies, whether you're involved in small business, maybe you own your own business, maybe you work within a system or a structure that has opportunity for growth and improvement, maybe learning how to take on some leadership responsibilities and supervising others. It's an incredible program. So we have a lot of students that come straight out of 2-year degree at Grace Harbor College and move into our 4-year programs. But there are also great programs for anyone that has already earned a 2-year degree and is just looking to kind of take the next step in their career for themselves. So it's a great supplement to an existing career. It's a great opportunity to take a step into a new career, and it's a great opportunity to really build a foundation in your education to grow a new career. So we're really excited about the opportunity. Again, the application deadline has been extended until June 30th. You can find out more at ghc.edu and also on the college's Facebook page. Just go to ghc.edu, search organizational management or any of our bachelor's programs. You'll find all of the application material. So it's a great program, particularly for the 2020-2021 year. The program will be offered entirely online. So if you're a current industry professional, you're thinking of going back to school, earning another credential, it's a great opportunity to continue learning while online at the same time maintaining a current career. So I know I've had a lot of folks ask me, because their own professional lives are a little uncertain right now, especially in terms of if they're going to be working in person or working remotely come fall quarter. This program, we just decided to pivot into fully remote for the next year, so you can count on it staying in that mode of delivery for the whole year. So we're really excited about it.
Thank you. We did have a bit of a lobby upset. I think folks came in and they had to get all kicked out again. Looks like we've got people starting to load back in again for what's going to be our final match of the night. Thank you again so much for spending your Thursday night with us. I know there's other things you could be doing, but I really appreciate each and every one of you come out and drop chat comments. Let's see, I got some questions here from people. No, okay, it looks like people are, yeah, don't join teams just yet, folks. We're just about ready to load in. Thank you so much for spending time with us on Thursday nights doing this all ages community gaming thing. I think it's really cool that we have an opportunity to come together and basically honor the importance of play, which is really important. It's like a foundational part of our program. Let's see. It looks like we got people ready to go. Yeah, RJ, am I reading the scene correctly? It looks like we've got folks loaded and ready to rock.
Oh yeah, it's time for an epic gamer moment.
Yeah, and honestly, in this series, I don't know who's gonna win, but I want these guys to win just so we can see more Rocket League. If we get that bracket reset, get that second series, that would be the best thing. And then whatever happens in that second series happens.
Yeah, these games have just been going on so fast. I just want to savor a full 5-minute game of Rocket League, and if there's teams that can give it to us, it could be these two. Everyone loading onto the field, and just as a reminder, we have seen the Pack and these guys play all night. We've seen them play against each other. Last time the Pack did sweep these guys. Looks like they might be heading on that track a little, coming hot off the kickoff, though. A mistouch from AP gives Captain an opportunity to push. It's crossing the net, but AP takes that one out. Zucchini hanging around mid, playing it safe, maybe not safe enough, and I don't know how that ball was saved.
That was a very scary situation for these guys. Almost an own goal, and almost a pinch from the Pack off the post, but somehow it doesn't go in the net.
These guys using all of their luck in the first few seconds here. AP coming in, no Captain back, and Shadow's able to finish that. They have officially ran out of luck, and the Pack is up.
Yeah, no, that was a great pass by the back off the backboard from AP to Shadowbane, because that angle, trying to put that in the net would be really difficult. It's better if you have the time, just bounce it off the backboard, give your teammate an easy shot. It was absolutely the smart play.
Kickoff here looking a little better for these guys, though AP's able to take that one out midfield, and it's a shot from Shadow, and the Pack just turns around these plays so fast.
Yeah, that shot from Shadowbane was absolutely beautiful, putting it behind Purple Zucchini and just over them enough that their jump and boost was not able to get there in time, and the ball just sails straight to the back of the net.
This could be a potentially game point here. Zucchini's grabbing the boost and not able to score it. AP stops that one to Shadow with a slow dribble out, not able to fool Captain, not able to fool Zucchini. AP with a touch to the corner, pinch up high. It's out mid, and this could be dangerous as it's a pass to Shadow, it's a pass to AP, and it is right in the net with a little assistance.
Yeah, I mean, that was going in almost no matter what Captain Mark did. You know, they tried to get it out. They had the right idea, putting it to that near post. That's really their best option to get the ball away, but it just didn't quite work. The shot was too good.
And the Shadowbane, not the Shadowbane, the Pack is proving to us how they got into the finals here with their sweeps. I don't think this entire night they've dropped a single game, so they're looking to keep that up.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And that is definitely, you know, a record that's worth trying to uphold. If you can spend the entire night without losing a game, then wow, you've really shown that you're outclassing the competition.
And even though community night isn't the most competitive thing ever, it does feel good to win.
Oh yeah, I mean, I don't think anyone is ever going into a game saying, you know, I think this time I'm gonna lose.
You haven't heard me when I go to play ranked. These guys putting up a decent amount of saves, though, 2 to the 6 shots from the Pack. So if there's a strength that these guys can pull on, it could be their defensive abilities. But I can't make any predictions, as the Pack is pretty unpredictable. We've been going back and forth between Bane being the star scorer and AP being the star scorer. Looks like it's Bane's turn to cheat up on this kickoff. Zucchini's going to try and take that one around, try and take it out, but Shadow's cutting that off, turning on it. Goes to Captain, goes to AP. Right back to Captain on the back wall, but no touch for anyone on these guys as AP finishes it.
Yeah, that shot from AP was very good, and the save from Captain Mark, starting off on the wall like that, it's so difficult because you have to effectively leave the wall before the ball is even shot. And you have to predict where the ball is going to be and also, you know, get there perfectly at the right time. It's an incredibly difficult type of save to make. And with a shot like that from AP, that was, well, The pack
I
is just
think we
killing it.
know who. Yeah, I think we know who just took the title for most mechanical shot. AP with such a controlled pass and Shadowbane crossbar down, and usually those end up bouncing out, but able to bounce it in.
Yeah, no, that shot off the crossbar was perfectly placed to bounce just to the point where it's unsavable, but not so far up the crossbar that it'll bounce out afterwards.
Oh,
Very, very well done.
Just in awe of the pack as they get those 2 goals in less than a minute, though this time Captain is able to push up onto the back wall, not able to shut down Shadow though. Some bumps happening midfield here. Zucchini and Captain a little bunched up. Shadow taking out Captain, thinning of the field here, and Zucchini trying to take a shot but can't get it around that goal post. Shadow going for more and more demos. So aggressive. AP with a dribble off the wall. Captain and Zucchini staying back, playing it safe, but Zucchini not able to clear it out fast enough. Captain can boom it downfield, though, can get the second touch, and if Zucchini comes up for this, well, looks like Shadow could put that in too.
I mean, hey, you know, if you're these guys in this situation, you take those. If your opponent's gonna put the ball top corner in their own net for you, I'm not gonna say no.
And this is a good shot for these guys to come back, especially off of this kickoff. Zucchini has the boost, but ends up giving it right to AP, and this boomer downfield could become a shot, but Captain able to read it and can't score it, just too wide, and Pack comes back in time, shutting down that attempt.
Yeah, one of the things I really want to see from these guys is them trying to hold pressure on the Pack. Because I've seen a lot of what they do is they'll throw the ball downfield, they'll put a lot of power on it, they'll, you know, put the ball in like in a threatening position for maybe 5-10 seconds, but they're not doing enough of a good job to really hold that pressure and force the Pack's defense to break.
Now that you're pointing it out, I notice it too. The defense is good, but maybe that's not what they need. But being so close to a match point, I don't blame them. I would be scared out of my mind if Shadow and AP were driving at me at full speed like they're doing right now. AP trying to set up another pass. Zucchini able to get a touch out to Captain. Might be able to score this one. Nope, Shadow's going to take control, take it around. Zucchini intercepting for just a second, trying to take it around the corner, but Shadow has it with the dribble, bumps, and it's dropping down into the midfield. AP with a pinch off the wall into the orange corner. Captain putting that one around, but ends up giving it right to Shadow, and it's out, and that double is foiled. This is a double commit from the Pack. If these guys can just score and take advantage of that, but they can't quite get it right.
Yeah, the opening that was given to them by the double commit from the Pack was spoiled by their own double commit. And it was just very interesting to see because the goal was wide open, and I think it was just, you know, they panicked. They didn't trust each other. And on the return play, the Pack puts it in.
That is mechanics right there. A double off the crossbar. AP so confident in their hits, knowing exactly where they're going to go and knowing exactly how to finish it. And that is the Pack taking today's Thursday night gaming. Sweeps all across the field.
Yeah, no, it was definitely a good night if you're a broom. I'm sorry.
Okay, that was pretty good.
I liked
Really?
it.
I thought it was like especially awful, but thank you.
No, that was really good. So, you know, RJ hasn't seen this, Marcy hasn't seen this, Merc, you haven't seen this. I know this is community night gaming, and you know it's just all ages. We get together and have a good time. But I put together a special special tribute for our winning team tonight. And because I'm a huge dork, I'm super excited to show it. This is the worldwide premiere of our congratulations, our celebratory for the Pack here. So one night of playing that lets a team rise up to the top. It's a consistent focus and a practice and a natural aptitude, and deciding I want this bad enough that I'm going to work towards becoming the best player that I can, which is what led them to work so well together and to sweep so well tonight. Is the game still running? I see they're still playing.
Oh, are they still going?
Yeah. Okay, I was confused for a second. I heard the game going on in the background, and okay, great. To be clear, that was it, guys. The pack has definitely won. They are our champions, and honestly, it's not just the teamwork from them, but it's the help from the three of you as well. So I know we had a part of our intermission has a graphic that talks about people who might be interested in helping out and participating with GHC Esports. It is absolutely a community-driven effort. The Vision X, for example, one of the players from tonight, has been somebody who's been helping out quite a bit behind the scenes. I think is going to take on some of the production roles. If you have an aptitude or an interest in like graphic and media design, or in keeping track of the leaderboards, or doing some of the bracket work, or being a person who comes on screen to talk about the game, the casting. I don't know if you could tell people out there on Twitch, but there's two casting roles that were happening tonight. Merc was doing something that's called color casting, and RJ was doing something called play-by-play casting. And those are a specific style, and it's learnable, it's doable, and we've got a place where you can practice doing that. So if you're interested in talking about gaming, playing games, participating, please do get in touch. You can find us on social media. We're at GHC Esports on Twitter, on Instagram, on Facebook, and of course right here on Twitch. You can also email us, esports@ghc.edu, or head over to our webpage, ghc.edu/esports. Probably the best place to get a hold of us, or me specifically, is on Discord. I'm sure you're tired of hearing acronyms by now, but ghc.edu/Discord is where you want to go if you want to get connected with us on Discord. Drop in there, drop me a line, say hi, and let's figure out how we can work together. So RJ and Merc, thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, thank you for having us on. It was a great time.
Yeah, definitely gonna have to drag you back on. RJ, I hope Ken doesn't roast you too much. We had him here last week for League of Legends. So he's a fellow of yours in the Ohio State Buckeye Gaming Collective, right?
He's actually the president of Buckeye Gaming Collective.
Right. I did not mean to imply a less stature or impugn his hierarchy in any way.
So he's allowed
Please
to
forward
me
my
out
apologies. Okay, I see. Well, Mods, I don't know if you have the link for that handy, or for the Twitter accounts of either of these two. Why don't I just give you to the floor? I'd love to hear you share your Twitter accounts, or if you're on Twitch, share that stuff as well. Yeah, Kbot is getting shouted out in chat. Awesome. So it's Mercurial42 at Twitter. On Twitter, it's at Mercurial42, and Deeposaurus on Twitter for RJ. And Marcy, as always, thank you so much for hanging out, and we're going to turn you into a gamer sooner rather than later.
I look forward to it.
Awesome. So, and to everybody at home, thanks again for joining us for Thursday Night Gaming. We will be back next week with Smash Brothers Ultimate. I am looking forward to seeing you there, and we'll see you next week. Have a great one.